έχουμε? Ναι. Ωραία. Να μου πείτε πόσο χρόνο έχω. Ωραία, πήγε το 1 λεπτό, Καλησπέρα σας, καλησπέρα σε όλους, στην Ελλάδα, την Ευρώπη και τον κόσμο.
World, after the great success of our competition attended by 200,000 people in 28 countries, that was the first one. Now we had our student competition, JA Startup 2020. This is a competition for innovation and entrepreneurship among students. 15 fantastic student startups participated. They had brilliant ideas, business ideas, and now we will have the awards ceremony. We are waiting with bated breath to see who won the first prize, especially this year. Why? Because the winning team will represent Greece in JA Europe Enterprise Challenge 2020, which for the first time ever will be held in Greece. It will take place from the 24th to the 26th of June, next month that is. Now, the very important prize will be handed out by Mr. Kyriakakis, the Digital Governance Minister. The second prize will be delivered by Mr. Vasilis Digalakis, Deputy Minister for Education and Religious Affairs. And the third prize will be awarded by Jeffrey Pyatt, who is the U.S. Ambassador to Greece. And we also have with us CEO JA Worldwide Ashish Advani and CEO of JA Europe Salvatore Negro. We're very proud that the great effort that we have undertaken is now being recognized worldwide. With great pleasure, the CEO of JA Worldwide, Mr. Ashish Advani, accepted our invitation and he sent a very important message to the youth. Let us listen to him very carefully, particularly young people. You have unlimited potential. So listen to what Ashish Advani has to say.
Hello, my name is Ashish Advani. I'm CEO of junior achievement worldwide. JA Worldwide is based in the United States, and I'm sending you this video as greetings from Boston. I'm delighted to be able to congratulate you and welcome you to the startup competition. The JA Startup Program operates not just in Greece, but in many countries around the world. And Greece, I'm delighted to say, is the host of this year's European finals. My congratulations to the leader of JA Greece, Argyris Sikopoulos, for all of his great leadership skills that have brought this competition to bear. The resilience of JA continues despite this crisis. And the reason we have this resilient DNA is because of you, the young people that we serve, who've shown us with your entrepreneurial skills that we can overcome any challenge. It's because of your ability to create jobs, create innovation, create products, that we will survive this difficult crisis. Please think of yourself as a young person who will come out of this program who will be able to create 5 jobs, 1 for yourself and 4 for others. Just 5 jobs. If you can create 5 jobs and the other 100 million plus living alumni of junior achievement around the world also create 5 jobs, that's 500 million jobs that we could help the world during this time of crisis. Thank you for everything that you do. Congratulations on coming this far. I wish you all the best with the competition. Congratulations to JA Greece on being the host of the European finals. Best of luck, everyone.
Thank you very much, CEO of JA Worldwide, Ashish Advani, for this very optimistic and important message. Ladies and gentlemen, we are very happy that our dream is coming true this year, that Greece has a special honor. So Greece, Europe and the world will place as top priority youth entrepreneurship and student entrepreneurship. And this is thanks to the children who showed that with the right support, they can work miracles. It's also thanks to the professors who actually give it their best, and also the supporters of junior achievement, because without them, this institution, JA Achievement, would not exist neither in Greece nor elsewhere in the world. So this year in Greece, a true miracle took place. Who would have expected that the students, male and female, during the COVID-19 pandemic, even though there was a lot of uncertainty in their lives, would take part in our competition? They did it. Not only did 350 students from 16 university departments take part in the competition, but this year we saw the best business ideas ever. So I think we need to applaud these students for their effort. And at this point, let me present the teams to you. The 15th wonderful teams that participated in the competition this morning. You'll find about them right away. I will briefly present them to you. And when I am describing the idea and the team, you will be watching different videos from the pitching this morning and the live video, the live interview. So in alphabetical order. So let me begin. Cactus. Cactus had a system that actually collects textiles that are destined for reuse or recycling. Cloud Diabetes Sound Notification. This team had a system which notifies the patients with diabetes and their loved ones that they are suffering from a hypoglycemic or hyperglycemic episode. Colombo has a platform for spaces to be rented, and there's a virtual walkthrough. Crowdy presented an application for crowded places, for example, buses and public services, and they actually notify the users. Dr. IV entered the competition with an IV management system in hospitals and clinics to prevent or reduce complications arising from errors when it comes to IV bags. Fundit had a proposal. It's a consulting firm, company that helps with funding applications of startups in order for them to have a high-quality funding application. Homegrown presented an application which identifies high-quality PDO products and brings customers close to local growers. Mama Bear presented a plush toy, a teddy bear, which allows the parents to record messages. So these messages are reproduced by the teddy bear, and when the baby is crying or laughing. Park Opticon has to do with a smart parking system. It sees which places are vacant or occupied, and it actually guides and directs the drivers to unoccupied free spaces. Reflecto. These are eyeglasses. They were eyeglasses with a scanner for the retina. It identifies eye problems, and actually adjusts the lenses accordingly. Reset is participating with an online shop which actually sells shoes and clothes which are fair. There's ethical trade, ethical fashion while respecting the environment. Spotaki is a pot. There was a pot presented, a flower pot, and there's an app on the user's mobile phone informing him about the needs of a plant and offering advices. Transport Way solves problems in relation to trade and transportation and finds the best solutions and packages. University offers information on extracurricular life and gives customized proposals to the student. And Will You Help has to do with a system to detect falls that can be incorporated in a wheelchair and notifies those responsible for the place and type of emergency. Yes? So these teams showed us their wonderful ideas under very difficult conditions this year because of the COVID-19 pandemic. They followed very carefully the instructions of the JA Startup educational program. Of course, they had their professors by their side who motivated them and encouraged them all the way. And we'd like to warmly thank their professors for supporting them. So congratulations to Professor George Doukidis and his associate Stavros Lounis from the AUEB, Professor Konstantinos Fouskas from the University of Macedonia and his associate Olga Titiridou, Professor Yannis Kinias from the University of the Aegean, and Professor Paris Lianos from Mediterranean College, as well as his associate Maria Gaka and Dionysis Petsiotti, who was the second associate. We'd also like to warmly thank from the bottom of our heart the members of the jury who were with us this morning. They interviewed all 15 teams and asked very salient and pertinent questions. And of course, they also picked the winning team. We'll hear about that later, not right now. So we'd like to warmly thank our jury members, i.e. Mr. Marcos Veremis, president of JA Greece and co-founder and president of Upstream, Mr. Emilios Kyriakou, vice president of JA Greece and managing director of City Hellas, Cyprus and Malta, Mr. Babis Kazantzidis, CEO of Manpower Group Greece, and Mr. Konstantinos Zanetopoulos, head of CSR at Accenture. Now we will connect with Mr. Emilios Kyriakou. He will speak on behalf of the other jury members and will give us the overall picture of what happened this morning and the teams that pitched. Good morning, Mr. Kyriakou. Good afternoon, rather, and thank you very much.
Good afternoon. Congratulations to all the teams on a job very well done, and the organizers as well. We've heard the elaboration of very impressive proposals and propositions indeed, and we heard about them. The organizers assured us that despite the limitations of the pandemic, participation reached a record this year, given the fact that we had 16 universities, 68 teams, and 350 students participating in competition. It was a truly impressive effort, and congratulations are in order for the effort to begin with. I have ascertained something else that truly pleases me. 73% of participants were ladies, young ladies, students. I'm very glad for this because I have the honor and the pleasure to be working for an organization that actively supports variety, pluralism, and meritocracy. We want to see women rise up in the ladder of enterprises and business making, so as to reach a point where we won't have to speak about a glass ceiling. I do hope and trust that in due course we'll see all the teams further elaborate on the business ideas, transubstantiate them into nuclei of healthy entrepreneurship, and grow and develop the skills that we have seen for ourselves today. Congratulations and all the best I wish you. Thank you very much, Mr. Kyriakou. Thank you very much indeed. And what you've said about women is very important by all means. Thank you very much. And I'd like to thank all members of the jury. We would like to profusely thank the sponsors of JA Startup 2020 for the trust they have placed in Junior Achievement Greece and for the practical support to the youth of Greece. And these are, in particular, MetLife, the Signal Group, Intrasoft International, Manpower Group, Alpha Vita Vassilopoulou Supermarkets, Nomikos, Genesis Pharma, Imeris, LPC, Siemens, and Iakovidis Hellas. We would also like to profusely thank our sponsors for communication that have stood by our side throughout the process. Hellenic Broadcasting Corporation, the first program, Cosmos FM, Kathimerini Newspaper, the Athens Macedonian News Agency, Epihiro.gr, Capital.gr, Athens DJ, Rock FM, Lampsi, Teletheatis, Tilerama, and El Culture. I have the great pleasure to speak now with two great sponsors of ours, and I shall start with the General Director of MetLife Hellas and Cyprus, Mr. Kyriakos Apostolidis. Before I give him the floor, I'd like to emphasize that MetLife Worldwide is a global supporter of junior achievement, has been for many decades, in fact, and from the entirety of Europe, MetLife Hellas has particularly supported with great fondness and affection the Junior Achievement Greece endeavor. They've supported us by means of financing and by contributing hundreds of volunteers throughout the past 6 years. Good afternoon, Mr. Apostolidis, and thank you very much for your presence. Thank you for the invitation. Good afternoon to you. Given the opportunity, I would like to thank the organizers for the very good digital organization of the event of the competition in such a limited period of time. I believe that innovation is part and parcel of entrepreneurship, but it's not the only necessary condition for success. Perseverance, teamwork, adaptation to an ever-changing external environment constitute some of the indicative features that characterize successful business. For these business virtues that were exhibited by all participants, I would like to congratulate them. I'd like to congratulate them on their virtues, and especially because of the fact that they acted in adversity. MetLife has been supporting for many a year, both in Greece and throughout the world, young entrepreneurs. And rest assured that we shall go on doing this in the future. It is precisely these traits of the young generation that make us look on the future of our country with great optimism. Thank you very much again, and I wish the best to all participants. Your words were excellent indeed, Mr. Apostolidis. Again, thank you ever so much. We wish you all the best and success. And now we have the great pleasure to welcome the Director of Marketing, CSR of Intrasoft International, Mr. Yannis Kontrafouris. Before I give him the floor, I'd like to say that we feel very proud to have had the support of this top Greek company of information systems, whose international trajectory constitutes a role model to be imitated by the youth of Greece and the youth of the world over. Thank you very much, Mr. Kontrafouri. Good afternoon. Thank you. Good afternoon to you. For us in Intrasoft International, it is a great pleasure indeed to support the Startup Junior Achievement Competition to be held, which is being held today. Our objective is to be by the side of young people, not only theoretically but practically and essentially, not only in this juncture, but historically speaking, Intrasoft has always embraced innovation in a multitude of ways. And in this way, today, these wonderful teams with these awesome ideas for the future constitute the best safeguard for the action to be taken by the youth of this country, eager to offer solutions to problems and issues that we are faced with on a daily basis. All the best and every success I'd like to wish to all participants, and we always hope and wish that we'll be by your side to be filled with such great satisfaction. Thank you very much. You have inspired us with your words, Mr. Kontrafouris. Thank you ever so much. Bless you. And before we proceed to the award of the first three prizes, with a great smile, I'd like to present to you the team of JA Greece. All of us have been working very hard indeed in order to inspire our youth and the young generation with the programs of entrepreneurship that we've been offering to teenagers and students. Thank you ever so much for your support. We are here precisely because we have your support, so thank you for this. So I'd like to mention us by name. The team of JA Greece consists of Arygiris Zikopoulos, CEO, Eliza Pavlidou, Maria Giannetou, Eleni Chelioti, Manos Pavlakis, Sofia Mansola, Christina Labrianaki, Ioanna Mamaki, and the heroes of this virtual live competition, Giorgos Stefas and Ioanna Kyprioti. And at this point, it is with great pleasure that I'd like to bid welcome to the exceptional colleague responsible for the JA Startup program, Manos Pavlakis. Manos, welcome and congratulations on the amazing work you did this year, despite adversity.
Thank you very much. It was 3 months ago that the JI started. The coronavirus broke out and social distancing became a part of our daily life. So this was a new reality. So we saw that many students from many university departments worked together effectively in order to present their business ideas. They are worthy of congratulations. As JA Greece, we realized the need to adjust to the new situation. We looked for new tools, we looked at the options, we tried to develop new skill sets. So we presented a virtual program. So we turned the crisis into an opportunity. I would like to thank the JA Greece team. I particularly would like to thank Eliza Pavlidou. She was the coordinator, and I think that her work was invaluable. I know that you can't congratulate yourself, Maria, so I'd like to thank you for greatly contributing to the success of this endeavor. Finally, I'd like to thank the professors from the universities, the mentors who supported us all the way, and again, congratulations to the students, both male and female, who participated in this year's JA Startup competition. Thank you, Mano Pavlaki, for the flattering words. Thank you for congratulating Eliza and my colleagues. We worked very hard, but you also worked very hard, and we congratulate you as well for making this a success. So now the moment has come, the moment we've all been waiting for, the ceremony awards, the first three prizes, and there are also prizes, money will be given to them so that they can turn their idea into reality. €3,000 for the first place, 2,000 for the second place, and 1,000 for the third place. Now, those in the fourth and fifth place will receive a tablet for each member of the team. That's their prize. So, first announcement. Who are the winning teams of the fourth and fifth place? I will mention them quickly. I don't want to keep you waiting. So, the fourth place goes to Cloud Diabetes, and fifth place goes to Reflectro. Congratulations to the two teams. Now, let us move on to the third prize, the third place. So before we give the third prize, we already have linked up with the offices of JA Greece in Haladri. So we'd like to welcome Mr. Arieris Tsikopoulos, General Manager of JA Greece and President of the Executive Board of JA Europe. So good afternoon, Mr. Tsikopoulos. Congratulations for the success of JA Greece. How do you feel today? Well, congratulations all around. I feel deeply moved. 5 years ago, we decided to invest in this competition in JA Startup, and we decided to go online. And virtually nobody would have believed that because of the situation and because of the pandemic, we would have to go online 100%. But we were ready for that. We've been ready for 2 years now. And we also have all the students from Greek universities participating in this competition. So we were ready from a long time ago. So we were able to actually roll up our sleeves and get down to work when it was required. Now, what is also very important for the organization is that this year, as most of you already know, is very important because the winner of this competition in the national finals will represent us in the European finals, which will be held this year in Greece under the aegis of the President of the Hellenic Republic. So I'd like to give a word of advice to those participating in this year's program, whether you're here or not. So my advice is that you shouldn't actually think of who wins and who loses. That is not the intention of the program. That is not the ultimate objective. You should know that persistence and insistence pay off. And regardless of results, regardless of whether you win today or lose, is that there's a recipe to success. 1% talent and 99% hard work. thank you very much. You're very right in saying that. You're quite right. We always wish you the very best of success in Junior Greece, and thank you all very much. And now let us move on to the third prize. So for the third prize, we would like to connect to the American Embassy in Athens and the ambassador, the U.S. ambassador to Athens, Mr. Jeffrey Pyatt. We will speak in English. And as soon as Mr. Pyatt gives his speech, I will give you a summary of what he said in Greek.
Before I give you the floor for your greeting, I would like to thank you very much for being with us today and for your warm support of junior achievement all these years. We are grateful and honored. After your greeting, and before you announce the winner, I will make a short translation of what you're going to say in Greek. Thank you for being with us. Good afternoon.
Great. Thank you, Maria. Thank you for having me back. I've always enjoyed these junior achievement events, and it's nice that we're able to use technology today to connect virtually. I'm really glad as well that I'm joined this afternoon by Minister Digilakis from the Ministry of Education, and of course, my friend, Minister of Digital Technology, Kyriakos Perakakis. I think it's fantastic that the Ministry of Education has been so supportive of JA and sends a really good signal about the technology future of this country. But I also want to commend the fantastic progress that Minister Perakakis and his whole team have made over the past few months in accelerating Greece's digital transformation. It's been fantastic to watch from the outside and see how Prime Minister Mitsotakis and his government have captured the challenges created by the global coronavirus pandemic and turned it into an opportunity to move Greece into the forefront in terms of using digital tools to deliver governance, to help make decisions, and to make government more responsive. So it's really appropriate that we're doing this online today. I also want to note how proud I am of the role that America's technology companies have played in helping Greece to respond to this crisis. Whether it's Google or Cisco or Microsoft, all of these American technology giants have been at the forefront working with the Ministry of Education, the Ministry of Digital Policy, to empower the government's response to this crisis. And for all the young people watching today, it's worth remembering that all of those technology companies started out as startups, founded by university students like yourselves who were trying to build a more exciting future. So I think as we look to Greece's return to economic growth, we see the startup sector and technology companies playing a really important role. The United States expects to remain to be Greece's preferred partner in this area. Using institutions like JA to build bridges, to continue the investments that we at the embassy have made over many years in the startup ecosystem. And it's already showing results. I was so excited earlier this spring when a technology startup that I had visited in Patras, Think Silicon, was acquired by one of our biggest chip design companies in the United States, Applied Materials. But importantly, Applied Materials plans to keep the work in Patras. It's going to continue to develop and invest here in Greece. And I think that's exactly the right message. So you're going to see us continuing to work in this area. I hope very much that the startups that JA is highlighting today will also be able to capture opportunities to build bridges to the United States, but most importantly, to help Greece move forward into this new technology-driven future that we're all working towards. So thank you again for having me with you, Evharisto Poli, and I very much look forward to making the presentation in just a minute.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency. Very inspiring speech, everything that you said. I'm going to say a few words in Greek. Ο κύριος Πάετ λοιπόν ευχαρίστησε και έδωσε συγχαρητήρια στο JA Greece και το Υπουργείο Παιδείας που μας υποστηρίζει θερμά. Έκανε αναφορά, έδωσε συγχαρητήρια και στον Υπουργό Ψηφιακής Διακυβέρνησης, τον κύριο Κυριάκο Πιερακάκη, για όλο αυτό το τεχνολογικό θαύμα που έχει γίνει το τελευταίο διάστημα στην Ελλάδα. Τόνισε ότι οι αμερικανικές εταιρείες όπως η Google, η Cisco και η Microsoft έχουν προσφέρει σημαντικά εργαλεία για την εξωπροσπάθεια εκπαίδευση και εργασία λόγω της πανδημίας του κορονοϊού και έδωσε ένα μήνυμα ότι ελπίζει οι ελληνικές startups να αναπτυχθούν ακόμα περισσότερο και έδωσε και κάποια παραδείγματα όπως η Think Silicon, η οποία εξαγοράστηκε από την Applied Materials, έναν γίγαντα της Silicon Valley και μας είπε ότι τα παιδιά ειδικά που συμμετέχουν στα προγράμματα του Junior Achievement Greece είναι αυτά θα δημιουργήσουν τις επόμενες πολύ επιτυχημένες startups. Thank you so much, Your Excellency. Now we have to go to announce the winner of the third award. We're all ears and we're listening to you to make the announcement.
Good. So it's more complicated to do this without something to hand over, but I'm very pleased and proud to announce.
The award will be virtual.
Excellent. Well, I'm very pleased to announce that the award will be going to Crowdly.
Whoa, Crowdy. Crowdy, congratulations. Χαράκου Τσοφανάση. Πώς αισθάνεσαι, συγχαρητήρια, πήρατε το τρίτο βραβείο. Είναι κοντά μας και κύριος Αργύρης Δικόπουλος, ο Γενικός Διευθυντής του Junior Achievement Greece, που θα σας συγχαρεί και εκείνος.
Ευχαριστούμε πάρα πολύ για το βραβείο. Καταρχάς είναι τιμή μας που το παίρνουμε από τον κύριο Πάιατ. Ευχαριστούμε πολύ τον διαγωνισμό για την ευκαιρία που μας έδωσε να παρουσιάσουμε την ιδέα μας. Η ιδέα του Crowdy ξεκίνησε στο πλαίσιο ενός μαθήματος ψηφιακή καινοτομία και επιχειρηματικότητα που διδάσκεται στο τμήμα Διοικητικής Επιστήμης και Τεχνολογίας του Οικονομικού Πανεπιστημίου Αθηνών. Οπότε θα θέλαμε να ευχαριστήσουμε θερμά και τον κύριο Βικίδη, κύριο Λουνί και κύριο Παλούτσι για την στήριξή τους κατά τη διάρκεια του διαγωνισμού. Ευχαριστούμε πολύ όλους.
Mr. Pais, want to say something to the team, to the winning team, και κύριε Τζικόπουλε?
No, well, most importantly, Singharatiria. I'm very proud for all of you. I think you've got a very exciting future in front of you. It sounds like a great idea, which is very timely in light of the coronavirus. And I look forward to hearing about your future success.
Και πάλι συγχαρητήρια, μια κουβέντα κύριε Τζικόπουλε.
Παιδιά, περιμένουμε για εσάς, το timing είναι ιδανικό, να προχωρήσετε την ιδέα και να δούμε σε λίγους μήνες την εταιρεία σας στο οικοσύστημα των startup. Πολλά συγχαρητήρια και πάλι.
Congratulations again. Thank you very much, reply the students. Well done indeed. Congratulations, ladies of the Crowdy team. And now let's go for the second award. Όχι, τίποτα, δεν το έχω βάλει. Όχι. Οκ. Πάμε. And before the award of the second prize, we have the great joy and honor to have among us this afternoon Mr. Marcos Veremis, who's the president of Junior Achievement Greece, who's also the co-founder and president of Upstream, a top technology company, which constitutes per se a huge success story. It was founded by Mr. Veremis and a few friends of his a few years ago in the midst of the Greek recession, and very fast it expanded to 45 countries throughout the world. We are very proud, Mr. Veremis, that you are the president of Junior Achievement Greece. Congratulations on this success and many others that followed. And thank you very much for being among the jury this morning. You have the floor.
Maria, δεν σ' ακούω καθόλου.
Maria, I can't hear you at all.
Τώρα σ' ακούω.
Okay, I can hear you a little bit now. Okay. I congratulated you.
And you have the floor, and thank you ever so much for your whole support and care. Well, first of all, I'd like to thank the Junior Achievement team, which for the second time within the same month has organized, totally remotely, such an award ceremony. And I'd like to profusely thank the members of the jury that dedicated precious time of theirs. But first and foremost, I'd like to thank the young people, the students that took part in this event. What we've been trying to accomplish in Junior Achievement is to change to the best of our ability the production model of the country. The recession broke out 10 years ago, and we were caught unawares and unprepared because ours was a country that had forgotten to innovate, had forgotten to produce research, technology, and applied practices in entrepreneurship. In other words, it had forgotten how to produce value-added products. This led to a balance of imports and exports that was very disadvantageous for us. And indeed, perhaps the most important aspect that was not here in the 80s, 90s, and after the year 2000 was the fact that we forgot altogether about innovation, research, and original ideas. It was merely easier for us to import foreign products. That definitely, indisputably, made our lives easier, but they didn't take our country a step further. Yes, correctly, says Maria. So, a competition like this one aspires at introducing students in the field of innovation at a very young age, so that they can start thinking of new ways in order to solve problems that are here, to work as members of a team and understand that teamwork is the work that brings about outcomes, not the work of one individual. To rack their brains to find a solution to a problem that no one has found before them, and to come up with a business plan and an idea with true prospects of being turned into a product and a successful one too. So this drill, if you wish, summarizes the entire creative process of setting up a value-added company that will have prospects of exporting products and will also have prospects of attracting people with imagination, discipline, skill, and first and foremost, a teamwork spirit. Precisely, Mr. Veremis. You always inspire us with your words. You always inspire us. You inspire young people because you are a living example of a true success story and a great one too. Thank you very much. Please stay with us. Don't go away so that we can conclude the award of the second prize. We needed to be present to congratulate the second team. Thank you very much. So, for the award of the second prize, we have the great pleasure of having with us the Deputy Minister of Education, competent for issues of tertiary education, Mr. Vasilis Vigalakis. Mr. Vigalakis, good afternoon. Thank you very much for being with us, and thank you for the support you've shown to Junior Achievement Greece. Good afternoon. I thank you for the invitation. It is a true pleasure for me to be here together with students who have now got accustomed to teleconferencing and remote conferencing in the past 6 months. I've been keeping up with great interest with what's been happening, and I'm filled with optimism seeing the response among young people. A competition that has become an institution in the minds of the educational community, whereby our students channel their imagination, their agility, their skill into practice. Their enthusiasm was not impeded by the difficult circumstances of the recession or the objective difficulties related to the present situation. I believe in the dynamics of Greek universities, and I believe in its utilization to the benefit of the society. Our universities are very good at research. We do have research there, but We are not very good at channeling the knowledge, the original knowledge produced at the university, into the true economy, the real economy. And actions like these ones help to this end, to cultivating the culture, the inquisitive culture among our students. And I'd like to congratulate all 15 teams who made it to the finals with their excellent ideas, represented worthily the universities that they attend. Thank you very much. And we do hope that at the beginning of the new academic year, there'll be a very close collaboration between us. We have a lot of things to do together. We would like to thank you from the bottom of our hearts, Mr. Vigalakis, for your support and the very encouraging words you said. Many people are in suspense at the moment. So it's high time we heard you announce the winner of the second place. Well, I'll announce it. So it is with great pleasure that I'll announce the second prize for Junior Achievement Startup 2020 Mama Bear. Way to go! Congratulations, students. Second prize awarded to you by the Deputy Minister for Education. You must be thrilled at the moment. Thank you very much. Thank you very much. Say all the students in unison. Congratulations on a job very well done. Please condense your idea in a few words. Mr. Veremis is here with us. He was a member of the jury and he chose you. And I'm making the revelation at the moment. He chose you together with other members of the jury. First of all, thank you very much for the award and the prize. It means a lot to us. Thank you for choosing us. In effect, Mama Bear is a smart teddy bear which will be helping working parents come in contact with their children by recording messages that Mama Bear will be playing for the children when the parents are away, so the children can be soothed with the voices of their parents. Very well. We are pushed for time, so we only have time to say congratulations. Our guests can congratulate our team. Mr. Vigalakis, I'd like to congratulate the Mama Bear team because they have exhibited great sensitivity related to the great commitment and care of babies. I would like to congratulate the students. I'd like to congratulate all the teams. The first three ones, the first prize has not been announced yet. Precisely, Mr. Veremis, we lost the connection with Mr. Vigalakis, so if you'd like to say something, now is the time, Mr. Veremis. Congratulations to the students. Way to go. You thought of a very practical addition to be made to an everyday object, omnipresent in every bedroom of children. And I believe that you've exhibited great sensitivity towards the parents who need to be away from their children, but long for contact and communication with them. And there are prospects of this actually being turned into a product to be sold on the shelves of toy stores. But first and foremost, I believe that it had you embark on a process of seriously entertaining the thought of setting up your own business once you've graduated in order to have this great joy of creativity in your eye. This is a very tender entrepreneurial idea. Congratulations, Mama Bear. Thank you very much, Mr. Veremis, Mr. Vigalakis. Thank you ever so much. And now, let's go to the award for the first prize.
So before we move on to the first award, we have the honor to have with us the CEO of GAA Europe, Mr. Salvatore Nigro. He's Italian. He's exceptional, extraordinary. Thank you very much for being with us. We'll speak in English, and when he finishes his speech, I will give you a summary in Greek of what he said.
Mr. Nigro. We are very happy and honored to have you with us. Buonasera, Salvatore.
Buonasera, kalispera. Good afternoon, Maria Argyris.
After your greeting, I will say in Greek what you said. So we're listening to you.
Well, thank you first and foremost, Maria Argyris, to the JA Greece, the JA board and staff of JA Greece, to give me this opportunity and address the next generation of young people in your country. Indeed, as you said, I'm Italian, but I was born in the south of Italy. My roots go back to the ancient colony of Croton, of Magna Graecia. And Croton was the land of two important personalities of the time. Milo, the wrestler, an Olympic athlete considered one of the strongest men of his time, and Pythagoras, who you all know was good with numbers. So to the young entrepreneurs who have worked hard to build their startup and that we are awarding it today, I advise to look at the past to design the future. To be strong like Milo in these difficult and challenging times, and to take sound economic and financial decisions building on the lessons of Pythagoras. So you have already demonstrated your resilience by not giving up, by pursuing your business idea despite the disruption of the past months. Here at JA Europe, we are here to support you and to craft together the world in which you will live in, and we'll wait for the winners to the European finals. Thank you so much, and congratulations to you all.
Wow, grazie mille. What an inspiring speech. I have to translate what you said in Greek because it was very touching and important.
So let me say that Mr. Salvatore Nigro just told us, and we were deeply moved, that he was born in southern Italy and he comes from Crotone of Magna Graecia. This is the area of Calabria, and two great Greeks lived there. Milon of Croton, who was a wrestler. He was an Olympic winner 6 times, and Pythagoras was also from this area. And he says that he hopes that the young people participating in these competitions and those dreaming of creating their own startups to be as strong as Milon and as intelligent as Pythagoras. And he said that you have both qualities because in the midst of the COVID-19 pandemic, you decided to be resilient and participate in this competition. He congratulates you and wishes you the very best of success.
And we will be in touch for the JA Europe Enterprise Challenge competition that is hosted by JA Greece this year by the end of June. We will be in touch and we will see you again then.
Congratulations to you all. Thank you.
And for the, thank you, Mr. Nigro, for doing us this great honor. And for the first prize, we will now connect with the Minister for Digital Governance, Mr. Kyriakos Pierakakis. He will hand out the first award. But before giving him the floor, I'd like to thank him warmly for accepting our invitation. He is one of the role models of this difficult crisis, because he managed to work a miracle, a digital miracle, and he proved that the crisis can become an opportunity. This is an opportunity that has changed our lives. We have this digital transformation. Thank you, Mr. Pierakakis, for being with us and for honoring us with your presence. Could you tell us a little bit about entrepreneurship and the youth? And of course, could you also announce the winner, the team that won first place? Thank you very much. I'm happy to be with you, and I know your work in depth, and I've known you for many years, at least since 2009. I think that you are doing something that was missing in Greece, i.e. developing entrepreneurship, student entrepreneurship and innovation. So it's very good because entrepreneurship and innovation have to become part of our way of thinking, and we have to start doing this from a very young age, from formative years, i.e. when one is in school. And I'm really happy that during the pandemic, we were able to do so much. We were able to go digital. The truth is that technology brings us closer if we know how to use it. We have to use it appropriately. I think this is something we were able to pull off in the past months, and I think you did so as well. So hats off and congratulations. Let me move on to something that we've all been waiting for. Thank you for your kind words. It's time for entrepreneurship to be introduced into schools. This is well underway. Entrepreneurship and our program will be part of the themes that will be focused on by the Ministry of Education. So we have a lot to do. We will roll up our sleeves, and congratulations on your work. We know that digital shone brightly thanks to you in the COVID pandemic. So we're ready. We're ready to hear the winner, the winning team, #1, first award. This is very important this year because the winning team, those who will win first place, will be representing Greece in the JA Europe Enterprise Challenge 2020, which will be hosted for the first time in Greece in a month from now, from the 24th to 26th of June. So the team that you will be announcing as the winner will be representing Greece in JA Europe Enterprise Challenge 2020, which will be held in Greece. So there are 15 teams. We already handed out some awards. One of the remaining teams will win the first prize. So can I hear it from you? We're all ears. So the winning team is Dr. IV. It's the innovative system to manage IVs in hospitals and clinics in order to reduce complications arising from errors when it comes to use of IV bags. Congratulations. How do you feel? I think it's a very timely idea. It's linked to hospitals. Mr. Pirakakis gave you the first prize, and you will be representing Greece in the European finals. And we know that JA Europe Enterprise Channel 2020 is under the aegis of the President of the Hellenic Republic, Mrs. Ekaterini Sakelaropoulou. So tell us more about your idea, if you don't mind. Could you elaborate on it? Thank you for the prize. Thank you, Mr. Pirakakis. We'd like to warmly thank JA Greece for allowing us to participate in this great competition. We'd also like to thank our professors, Mr. Baluzzo, for guidance provided to us, and we sincerely hope that we will actually do our bit to improve the healthcare system in Greece and to help people who are fighting in the front line, the healthcare workers, particularly during crises like the pandemic we've gone through lately. Very nice. And how exactly does this IV system work, this Dr. IV system? It is linked to the IV bag, which is then connected to the patient, and there's a sensor that measures whether the IV drip is okay, whether the flow is okay, whether there's a complication, or when the fluid has been used up and there's no more, which means that the IV bag has to be changed. So the nurse is notified immediately when it's time to change the IV bag. That's a wonderful idea. I hope that this materializes. Let me just take up 30 seconds from your time, Mr. Pirakakis. There is a prize, a monetary prize, €3,000 for the first place, so that this team can put this idea into practice, so you can represent us in the pan-European competition, so you can use this money to materialize your idea. Congratulations, Mr. Pirakaki. Thank you so much for being with us. It was a great honor to have you here. I know that your time is valuable, so thank you. It was a great honor for us to have you with us. It was a great pleasure for me. And when the idea is ready to go to market, please tell us more about it. We want to hear from you. Thank you very much. Congratulations to everyone. We'll be in touch so that we can give you all the details as to what comes next. So congratulations to all of you. Would anybody else from the team like to take the floor and tell us how they feel? I think that we're at a loss for words. We feel so moved. There are no words to describe our happiness and our joy. So thank you. We thank the professors. We thank JA Greece. We thank everybody who helped us. And let us hope that our idea will materialize. Now, the other gentleman from the team. So hello from me as well. We want to be worthy of your expectations. We want to represent you as best we can in JA Europe Enterprise Challenge 2020, and we're glad to be part of this effort. Thank you. Wonderful idea. Great students. You actually were given the award by the Minister for Digital Governance, so I'm sure you will go from strength to strength. Thank you all very much and heartfelt congratulations. Thank you. So at this point, ladies and gentlemen, we've come to the end of JA Startup 2020 of Junior Achievement Greece. That was held virtually live with great success. In the morning, we had the 15 teams pitching their ideas. We just announced the winner. The winning team will participate in JA Europe Enterprise Challenge 2020, which will be held in a month from now, meaning from the 24th to the 26th of June here in Greece. This will also be done virtually. We will give you more information about the JA Europe Enterprise Challenge 2020. We will keep you informed. We will stay tuned. We have a lot to tell you until the time comes for us to host this great competition, pan-European competition. Thank you for being with us and have a nice evening. Thank you.